Hello, and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back. So in this episode of Justin Todd's Games, we're going to be talking about the Resident Evil 3 demo, and the original Resident Evil 3. So, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and let's talk about
Resident Evil.
So, when I loaded the game up and everything, it was pretty interesting to say the least. I did enjoy the demo. There are things I do like, and there are things that I don't like. So I'll start with the things that I do like first, because I don't want this video to seem like complaining. So, the visuals of this game are outstanding. Looks very nice, looks very, very good. I do really like it. The character models are absolutely insane. When you first walk up and you see Mikhail and you see Jill and all that, it just blows my mind. I was kind of on the fence about how Jill's look, her face, and all that kind of stuff. After seeing it in the game, though, I can honestly say I have no problems now. She looked absolutely amazing in the game. So it's pretty neat. There's a lot of references in the game. There's some posters and stuff. It's actually a Resident Evil 3 poster in the subway, which I had to laugh about that. There's also a poster of Resident Evil 6. It's an Easter egg. It's not actually Resident Evil 6, but it makes fun of Resident Evil 6. If you guys remember the cover art and stuff for Resident Evil 6, it shows the zombie coming out like this, and it shows Leon aiming his gun and stuff, and it says Resident Evil 6. And because of how bad of a disaster that game was, lots of people can agree to that. Capcom they made a poster for the subway. Now, it shows the zombie hand coming out like this, and it shows a different type of character holding a gun, and it says disaster underneath, and it's just the funniest thing in the world. The city streets are absolutely amazing. They look very, very good. Now they said this was going to be a full-on, well, not full-on, but they said there was going to be more action and stuff. That was one thing I was worried about before I played it. I was like, well, they said there's going to be more action. Is it going to be like Resident Evil 6 action? And that was one thing I was honestly worried about. It's nothing like that at all. It still has the horror aspect to it. It still has that scariness to it. So you guys don't have to worry about that. They do use the environment as well to bring the horror out and stuff. I know it's one part. I don't want to explain too much, but there's one part when you're walking down an alleyway, and if you look against the wall over, so you're walking down an alley, and if you look against the wall here, you can actually see the shadow of a zombie, and he's just going like this, like it looks like he's trying to grab something, and sorry for that pause there. But yeah, so you can see the zombie knocking. Looks like he's trying to grab something or banging on a fence or something. Just a reflection on the brick wall. And it's good. It's very good. They did a great job. They did tone down the gore a lot in this game. So when you do the headshots with the zombies, it's not like Resident Evil 2 where they blow up. Like they still blow up, but it's not like boom and then they come down and stuff's all over the place. This one, they toned that down. It's a bit disappointing, but whatever. You can still shoot their legs and their arms out and stuff like that off. But the amount of gore and blood and stuff from whatever that comes out of them, they toned that down a lot. So, the knife is not a defense weapon anymore. I mean, not a breakable one. That I liked. I liked the fact that they brought back the knife as what it was supposed to be, or how it was in the original one, I should say. I like the fact that they brought it back as a backup weapon, a defense weapon that you literally use in case of emergency. And, you know, like, that's how it's supposed to be, you know, how it always was with all the Resident Evil games previously. So, I'm glad that they changed that, because the defense weapon and how they did it with Resident Evil 2, it was okay. I didn't like that they broke. Now, that kind of bugged me a bit. But, let's see, what else can I talk about for Resident Evil 3? I didn't like, I'm gonna be, right, so now I'm gonna be swapping between things I like and things I don't like. I'm gonna kind of change it up a little bit now. So one thing I didn't like is that when you're aiming the shotgun, right, so you're aiming it this way and it's supposed to be shooting this way, what happens is, for whatever reason, the character models with Jill, so you're aiming this way, but the way she holds the gun, she's actually holding it down toward the floor. I didn't really like that too much. I noticed that and I was like, eh. And so I don't know. I hope that they change that a little bit as well. I mean, I hope they tweak some things. The super dodge, as people will call it, like the perfect dodge, I guess you could say, doesn't have a cooldown. You can do that whenever you want, however many times you do it, because I was fighting the Nemesis, and I did like 4 perfect dodges in a row. That should be something that should be cooled down a little bit. Yeah, I didn't really like that too much. I could see people spamming that, and I can see the game getting very, very easy with that. So, the weapon visuals, I did really like it. She's using the Glock 18, if I remember correctly. That's the same handgun that Chris used in the Resident Evil Code Veronica. So, that was kind of interesting. Another little detail that they added, a lot of people didn't catch it. So some of the not some of them, all the doors on the apartment buildings, like if you go up the fire ramps and stuff, and you go in the doors, have all the original door designs from the original Resident Evil 3. I thought that was very, very, very cool. Another fun thing that I thought was absolutely amazing that I noticed when I played the demo was when you walked into the safe room in the donut shop, it plays the original Resident Evil 3. It's a bit more quieter, it's not as loud, you know, it's still there, but it plays the Resident Evil 3 save music, and it's a constant thing. It's not like Resident Evil 2's, where you go in for the save room the very first time, it plays it for about 5 to 10, maybe 20 seconds tops, and then you never ever hear it again. That was very disappointing. But, so, that's one thing that they did add, and it's a permanent thing, so I was very, very happy about that. So that was really cool. Overall, I think that the Resident Evil 3 was amazing. The demo was very impressive. I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 3. I did have a lot of doubts, to be honest. I was really on the fence about it. I'm like, I don't know. But it's very good. Nemesis, now, that's a bit difficult. So I don't want to say I don't like Nemesis in the remake, but I do want to say that he's overpowered, and this is not from a complaining point of view, not like a whiny, oh boo-hoo, he's too hard kind of thing. He's overpowered, and he's not balanced. He's not balanced at all. So, I don't know if you guys saw my previous video from yesterday. I did my stream, and I also, a couple hours later, I put up a video of knifing the Nemesis. Yeah, I knifed Nemesis already. I don't know if that surprises some of you guys, or if it doesn't, but yeah, I knifed Nemesis already. Fighting him one-on-one can be very frustrating, because the way he's designed, you can tell you're not supposed to fight him. You can tell by design that you're supposed to run away from him. Just the way how he's designed, the way he acts and stuff. So I was fighting him with the knife and stuff, and he has like a 3-punch combo, and he also has like this uppercut move. So sometimes when you try and dodge, the dodge button doesn't work, or at least it didn't work for me. I found that, say, if he's punching this way, right, and you go to dodge this way, sometimes she'll just do like a tiny footstep and he'll hit you. And the problem is with his 3-hit combo is that if you get hit once, you're going to get hit at least 2 times out of that 3 combo. You're not only going to get hit once, because his thing is that he can stun lock you. And now, that's not a super huge deal, but by the way they make him act, I didn't like that, because like I said, so he hits you once, right, and then he goes and he hits you a second time. Now if he lands that 3rd hit in, you'll be on danger, and I assume the demo is on normal mode. So you get hit 3 times, you're on normal, you're on what do you call it, danger mode. And obviously that's a bad thing. Another thing I don't like about the Nemesis is that, so say when he does the tentacle grab, he does this thing and he grabs and he pulls you in, kind of like how we did in the original game. Now in the original one, you push the buttons as fast as you could, and she would jump up, you know, if you push the buttons fast. Now in this one, and this really annoys me, and I'm hoping this changes in the final product. So when he throws you to the ground, or when he does the tentacle grab and he pulls you, Jill is stuck to the ground for about 3 seconds. Like, her character model will just literally just lay there. She'll be like, she'll just lay there. She won't move for about 3 seconds. Doesn't matter. You can move, jiggle your stick, whatever, like the analog stick, and she won't move, and then she'll roll out of the way. And now Nemesis has this stomp move, right? So he throws you to the ground, he waits a couple of seconds, then he goes to do his, you know, stomp move. If Jill doesn't move within those 3 seconds, you're gonna take that damage, and I didn't like that. I mean, I've managed to get out of that before he does the hit, but still, like, what if someone, and I'm not saying, oh, I'm so great, I'm amazing, I'm better than everybody else. I mean, yes, I'm a Resident Evil veteran, very good at the games, right? So I've been lucky to be able to avoid his stomping moves and stuff. But what about people who are new to the series, or who, like, they're just not very good at it? I've seen a lot of comments and stuff to the trailer that they'll be playing on assisted mode. And me personally, now this is just me, I won't touch assisted mode until I'm done hardcore or normal mode. Most likely I'll be playing on hardcore mode. That's just my opinion and my preference. That's how I played Resident Evil 2. First, I played on the hardcore mode, but so I don't know on assisted mode if it's different, or if she's still stuck to the ground. I still have to do some testing in the demo. There's a couple of things I want to test out. But yeah, so when you get thrown to the ground by him, she stays there on the ground for about 3 seconds, and then you can roll out of the way. That, I don't like that. I understand, you know, catching your breath or something, but the animation, there's no animation. She gets thrown to the ground, she literally just sticks there. She's like, ugh. And then she gets up. Like, that, yeah, that just doesn't look right. What's another thing? So Nemesis is really fast. That part I thought was kind of cool. It adds the tension to it. I want to say he is pretty intimidating in the demo. But yeah, so if you're fighting him one-on-one, it's not a good idea. You can tell he's definitely not designed for that. Like I said, he has these combos and stuff. A lot of the dodges are pretty... They can be hard to dodge. I mean, obviously with more practice, you know, it'll be a lot easier. But fighting him one-on-one with a knife or any type of melee weapon, I mean, it's only going to be the knife from Resident Evil 3, but whatever. It's definitely not recommended, because, like I said, when you guys play it, or if you guys play it, or if you watch the game, if you don't buy the game, you'll see what I mean. Another thing I noticed too, which I don't know how I feel about it, is that there's 2 grenades that you can get in the demo. If you throw the grenade at the nemesis, even at the very beginning of the fight, and the fight starts and you throw that grenade, you can down nemesis with 1 grenade. Boom, he's done. I was like, that's kind of weird. Another thing too is I guess he retains his damage. I guess I don't know if that makes sense how I said that. So one thing that I noticed and one thing that I did was, so I downed him once and I ran to the save room and he came after me and he, like I said, yeah, so I went to the save room and then he started coming and I popped out of the save room and he literally walked around the corner and he started coming. So I had the shotgun at this point. So I took the shotgun and I shot him once with the shotgun and downed him again. So yes, he does powerful moves, but it seems like they toned him down. Like, he's not very strong in terms of how much damage he can take. Like 1 grenade to down him, I don't like that. He's supposed to be pretty hard, he's supposed to be a dangerous person, monster thing that's supposed to come after you. What's another thing? The red barrels that you guys have seen in the pictures and the trailers, gameplay, videos, whatever from Capcom. When Nemesis comes after you, if you shoot the red barrel when he's after you, the explosion of the red barrel, again, will take him out in 1 hit. I didn't like that either. So comparing that to the original Resident Evil 3, the Nemesis in the original Resident Evil 3 was, I want to say, he's a lot more... he's more dangerous. He's more intense. So when I killed Nemesis with the knife, it wasn't all that difficult, to be honest. The only thing that really annoyed me was the dodging factor, because some of the dodges wouldn't work. But other than that, it wasn't all that hard. It wasn't that difficult. Now, playing, like I said, knifing Nemesis in the original Resident Evil 3, that was a lot more challenging. That really was. Because he takes a hell of a lot more damage. He deals a lot more damage. My overall opinion, the Nemesis in the original 3 was more, like you didn't want to play games with him. This Nemesis, yeah. I don't know if it's just me because I've been playing the series for so long, or what it is, because I'm so used to knifing enemies, I'm so used to getting up so close to people, and bosses and enemies and stuff, that things don't really faze me too much, I guess, for the series. To me, Nemesis isn't all that scary, in the new one. I hear him, and I'm like, oh crap, okay, so now I have to run to a save room, or I guess I have to time my dodges properly, and I can get away from them, no problem. That's pretty much it for Nemesis. They kept some cool things, like Adravil, and stuff like the different medicines and stuff with the posters and whatever. They kept them in the remake. I thought that was pretty cool. The poster, and it has the girl and she's wearing some swimwear outfit or something like that, and it says Adravil and something. And I thought that was really neat because they kept that from the original. The original one, it wasn't a picture. It was a computer screen, and you push the button around the remote, and it was a commercial for, the medicine. But just a throwback, I thought that was really cool. It seems the city is going to be a lot more open than this one. There's some things that I haven't figured out. I don't know if you can unlock them in the demo or not. There's these little locks that are attached to 2 places in the demo. There's one on a toy store, and there's another one in the donut shop on a locker. So I still have to play the demo lots of times to see if I can find any keys. That may be something that's going to be in the full game, I don't know. But yeah, my overall opinion of the Resident Evil 3 demo it's very good. I do really like it a lot. I think the final product is going to be very, very good. Oh, and I forgot to mention one thing about the Nemesis. So one thing that I found out recently is that, so when you fight Nemesis for the first time, if you don't beat him, and if you hide in the save room or something, and he kind of walks off, He leaves just like Mr. X does in Resident Evil 2. So apparently, well, not apparently, because I've seen one or two videos and stuff. So Nemesis will basically use his tentacle, kind of like the Spider-Man, and he'll pull himself up on top of roofs of buildings. And apparently, I haven't seen this part yet, but apparently, while you're walking the streets, if you look on the roofs and stuff, you can spot him on the roof before he sees you. I thought that was pretty interesting, so that's something I'm going to try out. And hopefully I'll be able to see him, because that'd be really cool. And another thing they added as well, which is another throwback. In the original Resident Evil 3, if you played on hard mode, because there's no normal mode, there's only hard and easy. So if you play on hard mode, you start off with the handgun. If you start the game on easy mode, you get an assault rifle, you get a machine gun. Now in the remake, when you start it, it starts off on normal mode, like you can't choose the difficulty, but it starts off on normal, you start off with a handgun. If you die once or twice, because I did this on purpose, if you die a couple of times, it'll pull the old Devil May Cry 3. Easy mode is now selectable. And it'll basically say, hey, well, you're bad at this game. Well, it doesn't actually say that, but it basically just says, hey, easy mode is now selectable, blah, blah, blah. If you click on the easy mode, you get the assault rifle, you get the machine gun. I thought that was a nice throwback to the original. Yeah, so I don't know what else to really say, but yeah, the demo was very good. Aside from the Nemesis, honestly, I can see him being more frustrating and annoying than scary. That's my only thing. I'm hoping that they tweak him a little bit, they tone him up a little bit, because yeah, like I said, it's just, he's pretty frustrating. And one grenade to take him down is not all that impressive, not very good. Because I remember using the grenade launcher in the original one, and he would basically just brush them off while he's running towards you. He didn't care, he didn't give a shit. And then he'd grab you and tentacle you in the face and you die. And this one, like I said, he's just toned down, and I was like, yeah, I'm not too happy about that. But my overall opinion of the demo is that it was very, very good. Like I said, the visuals and the character models, absolutely amazing. My opinion on Jill has changed. I think, she looks very good. What else? I guess that's pretty much it. I can't wait for the actual Resident Evil 3 to come out, April 3rd. I'm definitely going to be playing it with you guys. So hopefully you guys watch that. You're able to watch it anyway, because with all this, virus stuff going on, I mean, what else are you guys gonna do? Let's be honest. But yeah, so probably Monday, I'll have the next episode of Resident Evil 0 up, and if I find anything new, if I discover anything different about the demo, I will definitely upload it, so you guys can tell. And yeah, so until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Justin Talks Games, and I'll see you guys in my next video, whether it be another Resident Evil 3 video or a Resident Evil 0 on Monday. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed your drinks, and I hope you enjoyed your snacks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode.